Hey everybody, we're here in Prince George at the Canada North Resource Expo. We're here for a couple of days to explore drones, construction, mining. We're going to talk to some of the exhibitors that are in the business. We're going to talk to people that are visiting our booth, and we're going to be talking about drones. Hey, we're here at Canada North Resource Expo. I'm meeting with Marco from TerraPro. And Marco's had a little experience with drones in his industry, and he's willing to share it with us. So, Marco, tell us a little bit about how drones are used.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
For ourselves here at TerraPro, we use, we call it a bird's eye view. So if we have a client that wants us to build road access to a location, usually for us, the first thing that we get, or we like to observe, is the drone's eye view. That way we can see where the ponds are, where there could be difficulties. There could be a duck pond, a beaver dam, and then we get a layout of the land.
So that makes a big difference in your operation, right?
It's quite important.
Does that save you money?
It does. It is a cost saving because you're able to see.
Right.
It gives you a layout of the land, the way it slopes, and sometimes we're able to see a drone picture taken in the winter and spring, so that way we can see where some of the water will get trapped, and then that way we don't have a surprise because we have an early spring picture. Right. And a drone is able to service anytime, right? So,
and what do you see as the future? Do you see drone use as growing in your industry and kind of becoming a big part of it?
We definitely we work with a partner, EIA, Edmonton International Airport, and they're just raving about being able to do deliveries. So a drone, it's not just to take pictures, it can also do a delivery. We could have a small parcel, we could have guys out on site, and instead of walking or using a four-wheeler or any access, you're able to get that, instruction or have your lunch delivered to you by drone.
There you go, your lunch delivered by drone. That was great, Marco. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And I'm with Dave Ford, my buddy here from Spatial Technologies. We're talking drones. Just going to ask a little bit about, how are you using drones, or how do you see drones being used in your business these days? And what do you see as the future for them?
I think that a lot of the heavy civil contractors are using drones nowadays just to get their topos. They're real quick. They can get out to the field. They can get a fairly accurate measurement for what they're looking for, so they can bring it back to the office and just get that topo so they can start working with their whatever program they're using, so they can get in for the bids. I think that's really where it's going. Some of the bigger guys are starting to use that stuff. And even some of the smaller contractors now are just kind of get it in there. Anybody to get a competitive advantage these days seems to be where they're going, and that's kind of where I see everything headed these days.
What do you see as some of the problems or some of the challenges around adoption? Like, what would be some of the things that would top your mind where you're going, well, maybe we might do drones, but maybe we wouldn't? What do you think are the issues there?
I think the biggest issues are the same sort of things that we have a lot of times, where you get a mentality of it's too difficult to do. The software is too hard to use, or I'm not that type of a tech guy, and this is what it is. And once you can kind of crest that issue, or if you can offer services to people where you help them and train them and get them through those type of things, I think that's where you can really get the buy-in from the customer. And you can say, hey, this is the case studies that we have, this is what we do, this is how we work it, this is how we've helped people just like you. Then from there, they can say, yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Ken at Machinery Supply. We're just chatting a little bit. Ken, tell me a little bit about what you do at Machinery Supply.
Machinery Supply, in sales. I look after BC and the Yukon.
Cool.
And a couple companies that we represent are Spear, Littman, and then Remco is another one.
Now we're in the drone business. Are you seeing drones in your kind of industry? And if so, what impact are they having?
It's a huge impact. Surveying is one of the biggest things. Surveying for mines and quarries, and actually you get a lot better count. It's gone a long way. It's very helpful.
Sure, absolutely. I'm meeting with Neil here from
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Dusjo Construction.
Dusjo Construction, yes.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
Dusjo Construction is a wholly owned First Nation company through the McLeod Lake Indian Band, and they have multiple divisions. The division we operate is our civil side, so we do mining, a little bit of forestry work, large-scale construction, and we've recently kind of moved into the gas and oil industry.
Tell me about drones in your industry. Are you finding that drones are becoming a bigger part of your industry? And if so, what are the impact that they're having?
Yeah, we use drone footage, a lot of it for our client presentations. We use it through survey companies that we contract for our follow-up survey, our presentation surveys, ground truthing at sort of our volumes, and we've been doing that since probably 2016 now. So
a long time.
Yeah, we were
early adopters.
Absolutely. It's just such a huge technology for us, as well as for our promotional side of it. We like to go back in to get footage of our site, our equipment in action, and then sort of the before and after, so we can do a nice client presentation about how the sites have been remediated when we're finished.
Cool. And do you have any insights? Where do you think that drones could be used more within your industry? Where do you think it might be going?
I think there's more and more potential. Like you and I discussed the fact that we've used them for thermal hotspots and that from when we've burnt and cleaned up pile areas. Right. And I think that as the survey is going to get more and more important, because it's a tool for us where as personnel becomes harder to get, the drone can cover so much more ground than we can with the traditional surveyor. Yeah. And that's a big part for us, is that it's that instant feedback on it. We get presentations within 24 hours instead of having to go and stick survey for days at a time. Yeah.
Very cool. Neil, thanks so much, man.
It was nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
Great meeting you too. We're meeting with Lawrence from Marlin Consulting. And Marlin, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you guys do?
We do lots of different work all over BC. We do a lot of different stuff in terms of environmental consulting and environmental remediation along stream banks, river courses, bridge crossings, culverts, all sorts of different aspects of environmental studies, lots of different bird surveys, and really anything that involves the environment with forestry, Ministry of Forests, BC timber sales. So lots of different aspects of the job, and no job is seemingly alike with the stuff we do. So there's always something new and something exciting down the line.
Now, tell me a little bit about what are you seeing in terms of like drones within your workplace? Is it something you're using now, or is it something you might be thinking about using in the future?
It's something that I personally, and I know my father and my other employee too, is very excited to see come into the environmental sort of study side of things, because it would really help not only ourselves, but the engineers, the geotechs, all of the different people that come in to work on the different various aspects of the projects, to give everyone a really good in-depth overview from the get-go of the project before any real work starts. And I think that it's not something that's super being used right now. I think the awareness for it is definitely on its way there, and more and more people are using it. But I think for us, it would be a massive help to be able to have that sort of thing in the toolkit.
Good. So you're looking forward to getting your first drone?
Yeah. Oh, I'm very looking forward to one. I would love one.
All right, Lawrence, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day.
You as well. Cheers.
Okay, cheers. All right, well, we're just about to wrap up here. It's been a great couple of days in Prince George at the Canada North Resource Expo. We've had some awesome conversations, talked to a lot of great people about their businesses and about drones. It's just been a great experience over the last couple of days. So thanks for watching, and be sure you subscribe.